Meteorologist Stephanie Olmo is tracking those fire conditions in this first alert forecast and several things that you're monitoring right now with the dry conditions and the temperatures.
Right. It's hot, it's dry, and we have some breezes around. So when you have a spark, it could spread rapidly once you factor in the wind. So you have sort of the right combination, unfortunately. I want to first go over some of the fire weather conditions over the area of the Lake Fire, where we're seeing pretty light winds out this way. Summit Valley, Grass Valley, we're looking at sustained winds around 4-7 miles an hour with gusts just over 10 miles an hour. You see that's the case there in Summit Valley, and temperatures currently in the 80s. Now let's move on over to the Wolf Fire that's burning near Banning, where we're looking at sustained winds around 11 miles an hour. Temperatures right now at 83 out this way. In Beaumont, currently out your direction, temperatures at 96. So once again, hot, very dry, very low relative humidity. And as we check out the relative humidity across the area, you're able to see how dry it is. We're looking at humidity values down into the teens, 20s in some areas, 31% there in Ontario. The winds we will continue to monitor this afternoon, picking up a little bit, especially around the Inland Empire with wind gusts around 20 to 30 miles an hour again. Later on this afternoon, we can expect similar conditions as we head into Tuesday as well. But we're tracking a slight cool down later on in the week. We'll have more on that coming up in just a bit. For now, back to you, Camilla.
All right, Stephanie, a live look now at Long Beach. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Stephanie Olmo with your first alert forecast. And those temperatures are going to be kicking back up, Stephanie.
Exactly, especially if you live out in the desert, in the valleys, Inland Empire. We know those numbers will be climbing back into the 90s. Right now, we're checking out this live picture. You're able to see here the basin where we're looking at temperatures in the area of Fontana, 86 degrees. So this is right now. We know these numbers will continue to climb as we approach the afternoon hour. So let's look at the current temperatures at the moment. Currently at 91 in Hemet, 90 degrees in Temecula, 83 in Riverside, Ontario, upper 70s in West Covina, 82 in Van Nuys, 87 currently in Santa Clarita as we speak. I want to go over, this is the hour-by-hour forecast for the Inland Empire. Plenty of sun. Again, dry conditions holding up as we continue into the afternoon hours. Temperatures warming to right around 94 degrees around 2-3 o'clock. And notice this small number underneath the temperature. These are sustained winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour. So likely looking at gusts around 20 to 30 miles an hour as we continue later on this afternoon. And well, as we continue this evening, those winds will weaken a little bit. So I want to go over, this is the wind gust futurecast. This is zooming out. This is covering much of the region where, again, we head into this afternoon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. We stop it at 5, where we're still looking at gusts around this area. 20 to 25 miles an hour around the Inland Empire, San Bernardino, Riverside. We're looking at gusts closer to 30 miles an hour there in spots like Palmdale and Victorville. That's going to gradually subside later on this evening. And then once again, we head into your Tuesday. It starts to pick up as we head into the afternoon hour. So very similar weather conditions is what we've had the past couple of days, especially out in the Inland Empire. So a couple of things you want to keep in mind when we have these conditions. Although the winds aren't very, very strong, again, we know how dry it's been, and you have a spark and you have the breeze. It could allow the spark to spread pretty quickly. So a couple of tips for you. Make sure to avoid any activities with open flames and sparks. Properly discard those cigarettes. Again, any spark could spread rapidly. Keep the cars away from dry grasses. The hot parts could ignite the vegetation. And remember, stay alert, stay safe. We'll keep you updated here on NBC LA. Your extended forecast for you as we continue. The basin, temperatures here in the upper 70s to low 80s the next couple of days. Even as we head into the latter part of the work week, 4th of July, temperatures at 80 degrees will be in the low 70s for the coast with a little bit of the morning clouds and fog, but pretty patchy. The valleys, plenty of sunshine as we continue. Temperatures gradually cooling as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a little bit more comfortable as we take you into 4th of July. Temperatures in the lower 90s for the Inland Empire by then. For the high desert, dry weather conditions holding up. Plenty of sun, temperatures in the 90s. It's going to be a hot one in the low desert with temperatures above 110. At least this afternoon and tomorrow before slightly cooling as we head into later on this week. And lastly, for the mountains, plenty of sunshine here too. Temperatures in the upper 70s back down to the mid 70s by midweek. That was your forecast. Stay tuned. We'll have more coming up right after the break.